Hey guys, and today in this video I'm going to be telling you how to easily beat the Halloween defense area waves 1 through 10. So let's get straight into it. So if I can load in, I will show you exactly what to do. In my last video I discussed a build that I can make that was used very well in this Halloween event area. So let's take a look. Once they spawn, I will show you why this build is good and how it can defeat them. So as you can see, this build can hit multiple. As you can see, this build is OP because it can hit wide range and can pretty much hit any enemy in the vicinity. Pretty much, I wouldn't say obliterating all of them, but definitely hitting all of them. And with this weapon right here, if you spam shot it, as you can see, it hits multiple enemies at once. I believe it hits 5 at most from the radius, or maybe 3 if I'm wrong, and it does almost 1,000,000 damage each time, which is absolutely OP. And that E ability I just used hits every enemy on the map and takes out, at least for these level enemies, half their HP. As the enemies get stronger and harder, it'll take off less and less health. But if the enemies are low and they are pretty much dead, if you use this attack, it will kill pretty much every enemy. So, yeah. Once we get into the later waves, the enemies will get harder. But this build that I have on currently, which I discussed in my last video, if you want to know what it is, just watch that. The items that you're gonna definitely want are the Hollow Tome and the Scarecrow Cloak, which are in the Halloween shop for 5k and 100. And yeah, as you can see, completely obliterates. And they did add 2 more waves to the defense. They added wave 10 after wave 9. So I'm just going to get there and complete that, and I will show you how to efficiently beat this pretty easily. As you can see, right now, the enemies are not even getting past the first area because it is absolutely OP. Now, if my build that I used a couple videos ago that does 3SX damage does not apply to enemies like these. The reason being because these enemies don't have an abundance of health, and as well as they're not that strong, so the frostbite probably won't even get on them fast enough, because it does take a good deal of hits for the frostbite to even execute. So I recommend using that build more for the stronger enemies. For example, like the Imperious boss on wave 9. If you use that on the boss, then it will most likely obliterate him, because I know that it almost kills it one shot, if not 100% two shot, with the frostbite on, and it's absolutely OP. So I'm on currently wave 5 now, and this is where it gets pretty tough, because with one person it switches. Once it's done with this wave of enemies, it will move on to the next wave. But no matter, you will win regardless if you use this build right and you don't. As you can see, the E ability I used obliterated again, insta killed them. So it's pretty good, and it even hit the enemies over here. As you can see, hit a whole line of them, doing extra damage because of the poison I have. And it does not have a long cooldown, meaning you can consistently hit this and get rid of wide range enemies with just a press of a button. As you can see, wave 5 is already completed. Now my level is set to 2.5k, so basically the damage does not get greater, nor does it get less. So although the enemies will get stronger, if your weapons are strong enough and you use them to your advantage, you'll be able to literally just stand here, and if you spam E, you can literally just kill all your enemies. So that's what's good about this build. That is what is good about this build, as well as what I'm using here. As you can see, there are enemies that are coming from the other side, but if you're able, once you come over here, you can hit them wide range and pretty much kill almost all of them. It's very OP. I've said that multiple times, but those are just some examples. Now, we're on wave 7, we're almost there. Just a few more waves to go, and we're done with this. But I think you get the gist by now, but I do want to get to wave 9, because I do want to show you the 3SX ability, and we might as well see wave 10 while we're here. And, so yeah, you will need the Hollow's Tome and the Harvester's Cloak once again. those are pretty expensive items. They cost around, Harvester Cloak is 5k, which would take a good deal of grinding, but it would only take at max probably like 20 minutes. That's how long it took me about. So that's how long I would about say it would take. And the Hollow Stone was very easy. Literally just complete it once, or even just a few waves, and you should have enough for it. So I'm just gotta complete this wave, and we'll be moving on to wave 9, and then the final wave. They only did add one wave, so it's not a huge update, and they did add one new weapon, which, as I showed in the beginning of the video, or my last video, excuse me, was the orb. I think it was, I don't know I forgot what it was called, but it was an orb that gave +4 speed, which is going to be great for flying builds, so that leaves room for a new flying build, and is probably going to be an also pretty good item as well. Alright, so we're moving on to wave 9. This is where we're going to switch weapons on over to this weapon right here. And as you can see, the Imperius has a few changes. Now it attacks you and rushes up on the base. You can use E to throw it, and if I can get it without dying, you can inflict frostbite, which, as you can see, does a great deal of damage, but definitely does pack a punch. I need to land a fireball, or you need to land a fireball, or else the frostbite will not do a lot of damage, and I'm actually about to die here. As you can see, it just did like 10 million damage, which got rid of half its health. Hitting the fireball is essential. If you don't hit the fireball, the frostbite will not do a lot of damage. As you can see, it is dead now, and there is one more wave. Let's see what wave 10 is. Oh, they are coming from all sides. I might actually die here. I don't know if I could get it. You might need more than one person for this, but I think I'll be able to do this if I'm fast enough. Alright. Gotta go over here. Now, these guys are probably pretty easy to avoid. You just gotta get behind here. Just start doing this, and I should stay alive. I don't think I will die. Yep, I am perfectly fine. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, oh wait, there's still one more. There's still one more. It's the boss. Oh, so he does quite a great deal of damage, as you could probably see. I'm not gonna switch to my staff right now because that will take a minute. So I'm just gonna kill him as it is. Oh! Uh-oh. I have to take this seriously now. Where'd he go? I don't know if I'm the only one to say this, but I don't really like the design of the map. To be honest with you, it's very hard to even tell where he is. Oh my goodness. This is tough. This is tough. I am surprised. This is tough. They do attack you now, as they said, but I'm not really sure how they're hitting me. I'm not really close to it. So hopefully I'll kill it here, because when it kills you, I'm pretty sure it regains all of its health, but it's dead now. It seemed to always kill me at the end, and who else is alive? Who else is alive? Oh, there's another one over here. I didn't even see this one. It can block attacks. Very annoying, but it is now over. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.